Hey, this is the C&D channel. I'm Chris, and this is MMA for you. I'm going to be doing my predictions for the main card of Titan Fighting Championship, which is going to happen on September 23rd on HDNet. It's Titan Fighting Championship 20. So far, they've only announced 5 fights, so and I checked their website. They haven't announced any other fights or put them on the site, so I can only go by these. I don't know if there's going to have any changes in the card, or if they're going to add any more fights to the main card. So if they do, I'll just put it on the comments, I guess, who I think will win and who won't. Okay, let's start with the main event and go down. We have Jamie Varner versus Alonzo Martinez. Alonzo Martinez is actually a veteran. I mean, this guy has over like he's got like 45 fights, actually, 46 actually. A lot of his wins are by submission. Jamie Varner, when he fought guys like Shane Roller, he got choked out, he got his back taken. They keep showing like one of his old fights with like Amish Franca, and he got armbarred. He's got submitted by Ben Henderson. So there's always the concern for like Jamie Varner to lose by submission. It's always a possibility. Varner though, really well-rounded fighter. His striking is good. If you see him fight and I think Cerrone more or less was outstriking him. His wrestling's very strong. So. And his grappling, despite what I'm saying about like Varner getting submitted, he actually has really strong grappling. It's just, I just want to put it out there that he has been submitted before. Alonzo Martinez is a guy that has submitted a lot of people. I have Jamie Varner winning this one though. He is now training with AMA Fight Club with guys like Charlie Brenneman. The Miller brothers train there. Frankie Edgar trains there as well. I always found that Varner, despite losing in the WC near the tail end of his tenure there, because he was like losing to like Shane Roller, Ben Henderson, Donald Cerrone, I always thought he was pretty well rounded. Like I said, he does have solid kickboxing. His wrestling's very good as well. And he does have good grappling chops as well. Okay, next fight after that, we have Brett the Grim Rogers versus Eddie Sanchez. Interesting heavyweight fight. I'm always a fan of Eddie Sanchez. Really resilient guy. I mean, this is a guy, if you watch him fight Hardonk, a lot of his fights in Bellator, I mean, the guy is just a resilient guy. He'll keep pushing forward. He definitely has a never say die attitude when it comes to fighting. He is coming off a 2-fight losing streak, though. He lost to Neil de Goliath Grove and Mike Whitehead. Eddie, I mean, I remember him in the UFC. He's definitely trying to round out his MMA game, but, he's first and foremost a boxer. And he's just a really resilient guy as well. Most of his losses are usually to some pretty good people too. He generally doesn't lose to other lower tier heavyweights. He'd lose like the mid tier or higher. Brett Rogers I honestly think is that mid tier. Around that mid tier. Yeah, he's lost 3 out of his last 4, but he lost like Fedor, Overeem, and Barnett. It's not that bad. He didn't look good against Warpath. Is it Warpath? Yeah, against Villanueva. Did I get that right? I think it's Warpath. But I always felt that Brett Rogers, he definitely has some really heavy hands. He should really use his knees a lot more. When he was fighting like Abaga Humphrey, he was using a lot of knees against him. His grappling isn't the strongest, of course, but I just can't see Eddie Sanchez really trying to get this fight to the floor anyways. I think that Brett Rogers has that has shown to have a little more proven power, to be perfectly honest with you. I'm not saying that Eddie Sanchez, like any heavyweight can knock another heavyweight out. It's heavyweights. But I just, from what I've seen from Rogers, I would imagine he's more inclined to knock out or TKO Eddie Sanchez than the other way around. I am going with Brett Rogers to win this one. One thing that does concern me is all of his personal problems that he's going through right now. I don't know if that's weighing heavily on him or not. So I guess we'll see, though. I do have Brett Rogers winning this one. Okay, we got another heavyweight fight as Alex Huddleston is going to fight Matt Uhde. Both these guys really green fighters. I remember Huddleston's last fight. He has some solid wrestling, but he seems kind of sloppy. Well, sloppy might not be the best word, but like, he's what I'd expect from a 1-0 fighter. You know what I mean? Matt Uhde, he has a 2-0 record. Both his wins are by Kimuras, actually. So that's a really interesting thing. I got Huddleston to win it. He did look pretty, he did look pretty decent in his. He looked pretty good in his last fight, actually, in Titan FC. I think he'll definitely have some good wrestling in here. But when you get like a 1-0 fighter versus a 2-0 fighter, it's kind of a pick 'em in a way as well. I'm gonna go with Huddleston from what I've seen from him. I think he has a good stat to win this one. Okay, next fight after that we have AJ Matthews versus Rudy Bears. I honestly don't know too much about AJ Matthews, so I can't really say much about him. And I've seen a lot of Rudy Bears. He's fought in Strikeforce, Bellator, M1, and also Titan FC. He's fought a lot of a lot of really good people, whether it's like Tyron Woodley in Strikeforce. I believe he's fought Jason High. I mean, he generally loses to guys like that are actually pretty good. He 13-8 record. He's been around the block for a while. So I got Rudy Bears winning this one. Okay, and finally we have Anthony Gutierrez versus Laramie Shaffer. Or Shaffer. I don't know. Anthony Gutierrez is a Titan FC homegrown talent. He's started his professional career in Titan. All three of his fights so far have been in Titan FC, and he has a perfect 3-0 record. All of his wins are finishes in the first round. With Shaffer, he has a 2-2 record. It's nothing great or anything like that. And Anthony Gutierrez, I remember seeing his last fight. He looks pretty good. Definitely a prospect. I'm definitely gonna go with Anthony Gutierrez to win this one. So yeah, that's pretty much it for my predictions for Titan Fighting Championship 20. If you have any comments, just leave them below. And that's it for MMA for you. Thank you very much.